opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Dragic to Whiteside. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Bulls with the rock. Levine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dragic with the basketball. Just getting started in game 3. Knocked loose. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Screen coming. Wade to Richardson. Oh, denied.
As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Whiteside. That out of his range and no good. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. That no good off the mark. Richardson to Wade. Lauri Markkanen rejects it. And that one is out. Dwayne Wade. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Kelly Olynyk at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Wendell Carter. Stuffs it down with authority. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And throws it down.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Here comes the screen. To Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Miami. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Porter. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Oh, and a putback.
Ooh, establishing the glass early. But the defense has to be better at boxing out.
Wade. Not that time. Rocking the rim.
That's called a grown man play, Ed. Someone's trying to get featured on SportsCenter tonight.
Dragic into the front court. Trailing by 14. It's Chicago ball. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Dwayne Wade to Waiters. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Hassan Whiteside pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Richardson defended by the former Hoya. The shot almost to Levine. Trying to cash in. Zach Levine, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Has a look. Shot by Markkanen, no good. And now it's Flash with the basketball to Whiteside. To Wade. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Wade to Richardson. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Waiters. Richardson to Whiteside. Can't connect.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Rebound taken by Wade. Waiters against Porter. To Wade. Dwayne Wade, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Finally something goes their way. I don't think I need to tell you, but this has been a disaster of a first quarter. They just need somebody to get hot, and then they need to come together as a team and get a few stops.
To Markkanen. Count the bucket for 2.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
To Richardson. Gets it in the left corner. Waiters. To Wade. Dwayne Wade. 3 for 4. Good start.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Wendell Carter. And he finishes at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
It's the Heat with the possession. Here comes the screen. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Waiters. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
And scores.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Driving right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Yo, Ed, how's that saying go? Fool me once, you used up the free pass. You know how they're calling this one. Ease up on the aggressive plays on the ball.
And He makes them both. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. To Waiters. Down low, Anderson. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Chicago basketball. To Lopez. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Wendell Carter. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Bulls with it. Has a chance. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Tough make through traffic.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Chris Dunn. Curling inside. Gets it in the right corner. To Lopez. Over to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Wendell Carter. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Dion Waiters trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Bulls have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Can convert the free throw. Dragic with it. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. From long range, those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
To Dragic. To the rim, lays it up and in.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Trying to cash in. And the rebound corralled by Lopez. That's the end of one here in game number 3. Back with more after this. It's the second round of the Eastern Conference playoffs on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you. Dwayne Wade to Richardson. Flushes it home.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Chris Dunn. Off the assist.
And when people talk about vision, people usually talk about the vision to make the pass. But how about seeing the chaos in the traffic before the pass even occurs? That's next level vision. How can I catch people out of position defensively? That's what we saw in that last possession.
To Chris Dunn. Easy path to the rim.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot or dunk the ball.
Wade to Richardson. Fires the three. Not that time. He missed it. To Porter. Cruises inside for 2.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
To Wade. Knocked loose. Scooped up. Going the other way. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, they call him for the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
To Richardson. Dragic. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Jumper's good.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Dragic to Wade. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
To Zach LaVine. Porter. And counted at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Dwayne Wade to Dragic. Wade to Whiteside. The Bulls clear the rebound. To LaVine. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Zach LaVine at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%.
I got ball. This is all me.
To Dragic.
Wait on it.
Laurie Markkinen. Tips it. Chicago with the possession. Otto Porter, 3 for 6 now.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad offensive possession, you can't allow that to go down and reciprocate itself on the defensive end. One bad play does not make 2 bad plays. You have to bounce back. That's how you play this game.
To Richardson. Shot clock winding down.
Stop.
Shot misses for Wade. To Porter. Fires the 3, and Otto Porter so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Dragic to Whiteside.
He's flashing, bump him.
Hassan Whiteside, 4 out of 7.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Done. The drive, right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Screen coming. Dragic to Wade. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Dwayne Wade, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Dragic with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Richardson. From the painted area, won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and...
Ferocious slam inside. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
And the reward, he is going to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Dwayne Wade has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Able to convert on both free throws. Done. To Markkinen. Hassan Whiteside with the block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Richardson to Whiteside and finishes strong. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
To Chris Dunn. Five seconds to shoot. Done. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues. To Whiteside. Richardson to Whiteside. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To Zach LaVine. Free throws coming up.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
2 for 2 on that trip. Dragic into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Nice pass to set things up. Porter pulled down by Whiteside. Here comes the screen. Waiters goes to the right side. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Dragic with it. His guys can hold for the final shot. Deep 2 there, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. So the two teams will head to the locker room as we reach the break here in game number 3. Let's get you to our NBA Live studio.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Knocks down the first. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Layup goes down. Well done.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Dragic to Whiteside. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Richardson to Wade. Can't connect. To Porter for 3. Not that time. He misses.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. To Levine. Carter. Josh Richardson sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Rebound comes to Chicago. To Wendell Carter. That's out of bounds off a Bull. It's the Heat with the possession. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Ooh, I think people are leaving already.
And count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Dragic with the basketball. His guy's down big. Almost. And he's not getting the call. To Porter. For 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Porter. The pass set it all up.
So much about passing is about the pace of the pass. Sometimes you need to dart the pass through the gap. Other times you need to have a feathery touch where you can loft the ball up for your player to dunk the ball. That pace is everything in this game.
And hits for 2.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
He's got it. Three-point play on that trip. Dragic into the front court. Down a bundle. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Not that time. Dragic with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. It goes down.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Chicago possession. To Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on, but the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Screen coming to Dragic. Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Zach LaVine. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Wade. Dragic. To Wade. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Wade shot no good.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Markkanen. Beyond the arc for 3 is good.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Now the Heat gonna use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Dragic to Wade. To Whiteside. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Whiteside. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Bulls with the basketball. Porter.
Defense, let's go.
Goran Dragic snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Bulls with the rock. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And a throwdown.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Waiters.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
To Whiteside. Shot from the lane won't go. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Hey, look, this is a new wave. If a young cat catches you sleeping on the wrong night, it's definitely going to get 1 million+ views the next day.
Nothing going here on that drive. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Missed a wide open look.
Here we go. Here we go.
To Dragic. It was right there.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Miami's got it. Dragic. To Waiters. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. To Wendell Carter. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Dragic. Waiters. And knocks it down.
And in today's games, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
And that's going to get out of bounds. So it's going to stay with Miami. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Turns and slams it down.
Woo! This rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA, and it's fun to watch.
He'd have the basketball. To Whiteside. Surveys the floor. To Waiters. Knocked loose. What a save. That's hard work right there. Whiteside. Hassan Whiteside. He's going to get 3 shots here. Not the best career mark, 62%. First one, count it. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Here comes the screen. To Lopez. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Waiters. Fine to shoot. Shot from in close, no good. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
He throws it down.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Robin Lopez. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field. Miami with the basketball. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Oh, I had him going there for a second. Whiteside clears the board. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Laurie Markkinen, huge block. Late heave to beat the buzzer.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence.
So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
To Markkinen. Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's Chicago ball. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Oh. To Lopez. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Waiters.
Oh, no, he can't guard you out there.
Here comes the screen.
Right? Yep.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First one goes down. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Dragic to Richardson. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Richardson won't go down.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here's Lopez, down low. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Dragic to Waiters. Dragic to Waiters. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Waiters forced that one off the mark on the 3. Hassan Whiteside sends it away. 4th this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Deep 2 there, won't go. And the finish at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's the Heat with the possession. To Markkanen. Lays it up and in. Dragic with the basketball. His guys down big. Knocked loose. Rises for the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Dragic into the front court. Down a bundle. Whiteside. And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Markkanen. Markkanen slams it down.
The 7th pick overall, Lauri Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Waiters. Short jumper misses. Chicago basketball. To Lopez. Nice pass to set things up.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Dragic with it. Looking to make something happen. To Richardson. Going to launch beyond the arc. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot.
And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Wait on it. Double. Got him. Good trap.
And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Flash at the controls. And it's rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Driving right to the basket. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Richardson. Screen coming. Richardson to Whiteside. Robin Lopez able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Slam dunk.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Waiters to Wade. Waiters over to the right side. To Waiters. Has a look. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Whoops, that won't go. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one. They're moving on. Next stop, the Eastern Conference Finals.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.